And funnily enough, because it's a public ledger, which everyone can look at, the only task that you need to do, you can see all the movements. Everyone can see all the movements.
But they can't see the names attached.
They can't see the names attached, but we have ways of figuring that out. It's quite complex, but there are ways to figure out where these wallets are located and possibly, who they might be located to. So there's definitely ways of finding it out. But if you look at that chain analysis report that comes out every year, they have a section on what digital assets are being used for, and we are far below what cash is used for. Cash is a lot better to use if you were going to use it. Obviously, I do not encourage anyone to do that. But if you were going to use it, that's a lot more difficult to trace than digital assets are, because we have this open public blockchain. And that's and especially with the regulation that we have now with MiCA that entered into force in December of last year. It's basically the regulation that spans crypto assets in Europe.
Right, so there's another regulation in Europe, but what about crypto assets outside of Europe?
Yeah, so outside of Europe, there's some places that have very good regulation, like Dubai and kind of that Middle East region with VARA, also very robust frameworks. But then we have places like the US, where they currently have an SEC task force. So the SEC there is basically the institution that's supposed to look over securities laws, basically making sure that the stocks and bonds that are being issued, that it's all with investor protection in mind in that sense. And they're currently looking at how applicable some of those laws are to crypto assets. But there's no regulation as such in the US. Probably will come out summer, at least some proposals this summer. Hopefully by the end of the year we have something more robust, because the US needs it desperately. They are losing some of these companies because there's no clarity over there. If you start a company in the US with crypto asset services, you don't know what the rules are of the game. So
that sounds almost better in some ways.
It is, but not if you're trying to build it long term. Imagine if you're trying to build up a team of 50, 100 people that are in this company, and you have no clue what the rules of the game are, and they could change instantaneously.